Hi, it's Disney Girl back for another episode of my Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So today I'm going to be kind of wrapping up the dialogue with Tower Challenge number 8. So I'm going to be reuniting Snow White and her prince officially with the dialogue and everything, so that's going to be awesome. So that's kind of the last little bit we've got to do, and I have no idea what's happening with Ursula. She is like in the ground. Literally in the ground. What if we put her attraction back? Ursula's there. We crushed her! We crushed Ursula! She's gone! She's nowhere to be found! What did I just do? Oh no! Ursula's gone, guys. I hope she's in my kingdom floating somewhere. She's not even underneath it. Wow, it's like dropping her house on her. Okay, we all know where we've heard that one before. Sneezy!
Oh, horse feathers. It sure is hard to keep a good look at when your eyes keep watering. I can't help it. If hay fever season's all year round for me, sometimes it gets so I can't even tell what I'm seeing.
It's like a constant head cold for him.
Like that fellow over there. Why, he almost looks like Okay, nothing. Wow, will you look at that? It is, I gotta tell you, the princess.
Quest complete, a nose for trouble.
I know I had to sneeze real bad, but some news is worth holding your nose for.
I love it. He's so funny. Alright, so that, oh my gosh, now I feel like no, I don't have hay fever, but doing his dialogue, my nose kind of feels all stuffed up now. I have no idea what I just did, but I have triggered some sort of allergy, cold, something of my own. I have like minor allergies, but not that bad. So as promised, guys, I was going to show you a clip here. It's actually a recording of when I kind of lost things with my initial progress for Snow White's comfy costumes. This is just like a clip here that I had recorded for you guys. My game kind of froze, said it wasn't available, and then I kind of had to restart again. So I just wanted to include that, and other characters in my kingdom were glitched, like Judy Hopps. Yeah, totally normal to happen in the kingdom, right? Okay, here is Snow.
What's that, little bird? You and your friends can find my prince for me? Oh, that's just wonderful. Thank you very much. Off she goes, flying away to see my prince. She's very kind, isn't she? My animal friends may not tell me in words how much they care, but I can tell all the same. It's easy once you know how.
Quest complete, a little bird told me.
I hope my prince comes back to me soon.
I hope so for your sake, Snow. We know he is here, though. In the kingdom already. I know that I have to get him to go on the quest with her, so I will get them to do that, and I will show you the animations in a minute, but we haven't quite got the quest to do that just yet. So when we do, then I'll kind of recap with you guys the dialogue and stuff that we've done so far through chapters 1 through 3 of the Tower Challenge. So here is Prince Charming.
Why, it's Snow White! A beautiful song led me here, and here you are, just like that first morning at the wishing well.
Ooh, you're too sweet to me, but thank you for calling my singing beautiful, and I'm sure my bird friends are thankful too.
I could never be too sweet to you, my love. You deserve all the sweetness in the world.
Aww. I'm sorry. Where are the princes like this these days? Even just normal guys.
And your animal friends, why, they deserve my thanks for bringing me to you. Why don't we thank them together?
See, that's just like pure old school romance, and I love it. I just so love it. Happily ever after. So this is an event quest. Send Snow White and Prince Charming to thank a friend. So here we go. They are being very appreciative. Obviously, enjoying each other's company. It's absolutely perfect. I love it. So this is kind of what it looks like, guys, if you're on the overhead view. As you guys saw, that is kind of more like a side view, more, I guess, like eye level with them. So, yeah, anyways, this is what you guys are going to see, though, in your kingdom when you guys do the quest. So it's pretty cute. Snow White kisses the little dove. It flies over, kisses Charming, and then flies back to snow, and it happens all over again. So it's actually quite cute in that area of the kingdom and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that goes on here. So now, actually, I mean, I think besides the Evil Queen, I think pretty much the rest of the collection of characters can do quests along this area, which makes me think if I was ever to move Mickey and Friends, I'm just saying, from this area of the kingdom, which I know is something like I really don't want to do because it's just so cute there, Snow White wouldn't be a bad collection to put there. Now, I know there's a lot of collections that do quests and stuff like that there anyways. Like, I know there's a quest with Jack Skellington and Zero. They have, like, obviously some really cute animations there. I know King Triton and Sebastian have a quest together for 24 hours, and they, like, have a little chat and stuff like that. I think it's, like, catching up or whatever. I show it to you guys all the time. But anyways, it's pretty cool that there's a lot of animations there, but it makes it hard to decide what collection to put there. I mean, Minnie's got her animations. I know Cheshire Cat has one around that area too, so there's just loads. And Buzz Lightyear is flying through the laugh floor. You want to talk about strange things happening in the kingdom? Well, that is just one of those things. Yeah. I don't even know what to say about that. It's just so weird. So weird. Okay, so in terms of chapter 1, guys, we had the Nightmare Before Christmas, and we had the dialogue with Sally and Jack and stuff like that. That's kind of where it was all heading. And they were trying to figure out what was going on with the green lights, which was naturally Maleficent's tower. Then chapter 2, we kind of were expanding on that, and Beast was getting really frustrated because his mirror obviously was all messed up, and he needed Belle to kind of calm him down and stuff like that. So the tower was totally messing things up. So obviously, I've had all my characters trying to defeat Maleficent's tower, and they have in chapters 1 and 2. Now, 3 is actually always the hardest, and I find sometimes I get a little burnt out at the end. And it's like you need 53,000 points. And yeah, let's just say that the last, like, ever since I kind of got Snow White's comfy costume, I've sort of been like, I don't know how else to say it, but like chilling a bit more, guys. I just haven't maybe been checking my game as much. Like, I know I've done like live streams and stuff for you guys, obviously, but the kind of, I sort of ended off there with the live stream for bringing in Snow White's comfy costume. So we are going to do some of that dialogue, though, in just a little bit here. Now, here is going to be the dialogue with Snow White and Prince Charming, because obviously we have a couple Prince Charmings now in the kingdom. It's kind of strange.
That was very kind of you, my love. I can tell that my little dove friend is happy you thought of her. Oh, and that she thinks you would be a great help with those funny purple lights, too.
Actually, that's where he came from, Snow. Why, Snow White, how could you tell all that from just a bird song? Because she's got a special magical gift. Face reality. You got yourself a catch.
All you have to do is listen.
Quest complete. Happily ever after.
Your heart can listen just as well as your ears do, you know.
Yes, it's just a matter of whether, what do you listen with, your heart or your head? I know Snow White would probably say her heart. I think most princesses would probably say that in the kingdom. Maybe Moana, well, actually, no, she would probably say the same thing. I don't know. Mulan maybe wouldn't? I'm trying to think of one princess that might say use your head rather than your heart. Actually, Vanellope. There you go. There's the princess. Definitely think with your head. I mean, she's got like a very warm, fuzzy heart, but she's still a kid, you know, and I don't know. I think it's awesome. Speaking of Vanellope, I do have to do that dialogue with Snow White and her, and now they do go into the princess dressing room. Now, I had during my live stream, when I brought in Snow White's comfy costume, naturally, I obviously showed you guys, like, all the animations and stuff with the characters that I could show you with the princess dressing room, so I'll try and make sure over the next, like, little bit, especially as Rapunzel's costume comes in and stuff, that I do show you that. So here's just a little clip there of that animation. It was really fast, sorry. Vanellope!
Wow, I can't believe you just made up that entire song just while doing your old roommate's dishes. Well, there were 7 sets of them, so I had plenty of time to think of it. And do you know what's wonderful? I've learned that so many other people are fond of tidying up in just the same way. When I'm not busy with princess quizzes, I've been watching the most lovely program about a woman who helps families clean. Whoa! As someone who once lived in a pile of trash in a volcano, that is completely foreign to my experience, but really neat.
Quest complete! Snow speaks!
I'm glad you think so. You know, as your friend, I would be happy to help you clean up too.
Aw, how thoughtful, Snow. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I love the dialogue that we've had with Vanellope and her. Oh, I hope we get so much more of that with the princesses in the future. I hope they really expand on that and have dialogue between them and all of it. Like, they really haven't done that yet, but it's totally something they could do. The March Hare is now level 9.
Yes, that's nice. That's nice. But I'm sure this would go better if we had some mustard.
Yes, everything needs mustard, even tea, right? Yes, naturally. So why don't we just give him a half cup of tea and he can debate on whether he's going to actually add mustard to it. Whoa, little mini girl with grilled cheese, what are you doing? Get out of there. She's literally trying to stand inside of the March Hare, and the kingdom is letting it happen. Oh dear. Vanellope's glitches, you know? Every time she's got something funky with the kingdom, something funky extra happens. Yeah, totally. So here is Minnie, guys, in her Halloween costume. I've showed you guys this a little bit, and I will be showing you guys so much more of that in the future. It's her trick-or-treat quest, actually, and all of, like, the Mickey and friends who have a Halloween costume actually can go and do a quest around her, so it's pretty cool. Chief Tui is now level 9. Everyone must learn who they're meant to be. True. I love how he's got like a sleeve of tats. Just saying. I know it's cultural, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, we have seriously somebody with. Actually, Maui's pretty intense. He's probably way more intense, but you know, it's not too often that you see a father walking around in the kingdom with no shirt and like a tat sleeve. Yeah. Yeah, dot. It just blows my mind sometimes how things happen. Yeah, again, I realize it's cultural, but yeah, Kingdom is definitely getting very, very diverse in terms of all the Disney movies and characters and stuff like that. I mean, we have so many different collections in the Kingdom now, it's absolutely wild. So I think that's basically it, guys, in terms, hang on, not of the video, but actually in terms of the Tower Challenge. So besides, obviously, the points reward at 53,000, if I don't get it by tomorrow, well, I don't get it by tomorrow, and I may kind of lose this chapter, but I still got everything out of the Tower Challenge. So I'll be doing a stream tomorrow, and we'll talk, obviously, about kind of like the Tower Challenge recap, what I was able to get, all the costs of things, and so on and so forth. So we'll definitely talk about that more tomorrow once the Tower Challenge is done. So I want to talk to you guys, though, about what is coming next to the kingdom. It's coming. Okay, no, not her costume. We already got her costume. Hopefully all of you guys were able to get it. So let me know in the comments below, guys, whether you were able to get Snow White's comfy cozy costume and Prince Charming. Actually, just let me know what you were able to get out of this tower challenge. I'm going to try and go through before the stream tomorrow, and I'm going to go around and kind of like heart what you guys were able to do and all that kind of stuff, so I can kind of get kind of familiar with what you were able to accomplish, so I can sort of recap my progress versus you guys's and all that kind of stuff. And naturally, like, you guys know sort of what I feel as like a baby kingdom. Baby kingdom is kind of like anything below unlocking. It's a small world land. So basically, if you've defeated evil Emperor Zurg, you're kind of approaching a bigger kingdom, right? But if you're a smaller kingdom, then, naturally you're still working on and around California Screaming and Space Mountain and stuff like that. So, I mean, naturally, that's kind of my opinion of how I'm kind of differentiating how you guys should be doing in the tower challenges and stuff like that, and limited time events and all of that. So yeah, I'd love to just hear your progress, sort of roughly where you are in your game and who you're welcoming or working on, and then to what you were able to collect out of the tower challenge. Okay, so October rewards, woohoo! Okay, so we saw this and we've talked a little bit about it throughout the streams and stuff, guys. What is coming in October? So I've given this a little bit more thought. I've kind of expanded my thought process here and everything. So here is my sort of thoughts on what is going to be happening. So if we look, and we've talked about this, I know a little bit already, but we know that update 33, before we can actually properly get update 34, we have to have Rapunzel's comfy costume, because that is part of update 33. So I am thinking that on Tuesday, yes, October the 8th, we are going to be having Rapunzel's comfy cozy costume, which is going to be using some of those, probably those Disney princesses maybe in their costumes already. So this is actually going to be interesting how it's going to work. It's going to be a leaderboard event, so it'll probably last, like, my guess is going to be like 5 days, maybe a week at most. Like, they've never really done a leaderboard really longer than that. So that is kind of my thoughts. Now, the interesting thing is if they are planning to, and I'm thinking they might be actually doing this, okay, is we might be seeing something really interesting kind of happen. If they are giving us the opportunity just one time to collect Rapunzel's comfy costume, we are going to be looking at, obviously, October the 8th. Now, they could do, because on the 18th they have another sort of legendary chest there that's Alice in Wonderland. So the first one's Lilo and Stitch, the second one on the 18th is Alice in Wonderland. So that's either going to be a second opportunity for people to get Rapunzel's comfy costume, or it actually is going to be the second fabric for her. So I am thinking that they could do this a few different ways. Remember, hopefully you guys remember anyways, over the summer, in and around Toy Story 4, they had leaderboard events where we were collecting fabric for Bo Peep's costume. So I am wondering if we're going to be able to collect a certain amount of Rapunzel's fabrics from this. Now again, they could just have the entire costume, or they could definitely split this up and make it drag it out, make it a little bit longer, and then that way that gives them a bit of an opportunity, and us as well, and to kind of slow down a little bit with the kingdom sort of through the 21st to 25th. I mean, yes, that would be during like sort of the second, obviously leaderboard, but if that gives us, like, if it's not fabric and it's giving people a second chance to collect it, or else people who collected it the first time, it means like gems or something like that the second, and then in that case, what that could do is, like, people, you can either choose to work hard on the 8th or the 18th, right? Like, I'm hoping it kind of works like that, because that would be obviously really, really great. Again, no guarantees, but that's sort of what I'm thinking that they could do, and that would actually be really nice, right? I mean, the leaderboards might be a little bit more competitive, but at the same time, I think it would be really great. Like, if they could kind of do something like that for us, it would really open a lot of doors, for a lot of people to be able to collect this. Now, here's the other thing, okay? So I know I have a couple of theories here. So the first, on Tuesday, okay, so Tuesday, October the 8th, for people that have Rapunzel already in their kingdom, because we're supposed to have an opportunity to collect Rapunzel too, guys, right? So my guess is we could have another option here. So everybody's still super competitive through the leaderboard, but the first one is going to be more geared for Rapunzel, so getting her, and the second one on the 18th is going to be her comfy costume, okay? So this one seems the most likely if they're going to put Rapunzel in the leaderboard, all right? Now, whether they're going to make us, collect or give people an opportunity to collect, Rapunzel and stuff like that early, which was what they kind of said they were going to do, then that would most likely happen first on the 8th. And then on the 18th, that is when the comfy costume is available. Now, for those of us, though, who have the Rapunzel already in the kingdom, right, what could happen is that on the 8th, someone like me who has Rapunzel will be able to go ahead and get the comfy costume in the first leaderboard event, okay? And then the second one technically would just be like, I don't really have to compete in it if I don't want to, or if I missed out on it, it could give another chance, right? So again, this could go a few different ways. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they actually do with all of that. But I am assuming there that, they are going to be giving people an opportunity to collect her first before they go ahead and put out the comfy costume. But again, I do hope that I can still try and get it on the 8th, because I don't want to have to wait till the 18th of October to try and get Rapunzel's costume. It's just I don't know, I'd be like, really? You gotta give me something to do here. There would literally be nothing except maybe trying to get a Lilo and Stitch legendary chest or something, or some gems at the end. I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but I just wouldn't be that hyped about it. So if I could get a hold of the costume early, or not early, but on the 8th, right? Or that week, when that leaderboard starts, then that would be ideal. And then that way on the 18th, if I want to, I can have a little bit more of a break, or start focusing on update 34 and the predictions and stuff. So I've already kind of done that a little bit, but just again, depending on how they are going to present, the Rapunzel comfy costume is going to depend on whether they most likely release a limited time event, or they are going to be putting out permanent content. Because if they go ahead and say, guess what, guys, if you don't have Rapunzel, the 8th is going to be an opportunity for you guys to get it, or on the 8th you're going to be able to get the costume, and then on the 18th that's going to be the start of the next limited time event, right? That could very, very well happen. And then literally update 34, though, will basically be starting right after the costume. And I think it would be really, really fast. So I'm beginning to wonder if they're going to even have a limited time event for that kind of stuff in October. So for example, though, the thing is I know I'm kind of saying another idea, but the thing is if some people have, for example, missed out on maybe Goofy's pirate costume, or maybe because that was a leaderboard costume as well, or they've maybe missed out on the Haunted Mansion, or basically anything that you guys may have missed in the leaderboard, whether you were playing or you just didn't quite get it, whatever it happens to be. I am beginning to wonder if it is possible that we could be seeing that second leaderboard event to kind of being for whatever we actually need. I know maybe that seems like a bit of a long shot there, but I think that would be really cool if that would just kind of give us something random that they want that we don't have. Now, again, if you have everything ever in the game, well, then you're probably looking at gems or something, right? But it could definitely offer a few different things for sure for us. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens. We don't know, right? Maybe that second leaderboard could be for me, could end up being Mulan's comfy costume or something, because I don't even know how to get it now, right? So there's going to be a lot of different options, I think, sort of coming with October. We're in October, but we're very early on, and again, we know, though, that we are going to be getting a leaderboard event next week. So again, it's probably going to be on that Tuesday that would be starting. I don't know if it'll be Monday, but we could see it starting on Monday, and then Tuesday we get the legendary chest, but I think it more makes sense that Tuesday we start the leaderboard event and get the Lilo and Stitch chest to help us out with the leaderboard, right? So I am thinking that would actually be pretty useful for us. I think that would be really, really great. Now, in terms of, a limited time event, I'm guessing we're looking more at like Pocahontas or something like that. If they do decide to kind of throw in really quickly a limited time event, like right after trying to get Rapunzel's costume. But again, I really just don't think they're actually going to do that anymore. I think what they're going to do is get us prepared for update 34 and kind of what that presents. And maybe we could be seeing some permanent content, which could be for Lady and the Tramp, right? Because that is coming out in November, sorry. The other thing is like we could be celebrating possibly obviously the new Maleficent movie. So if that's the case, if we're kind of doing anything with that, the only thing we can really do with it is go ahead and give us like Aurora's comfy costume. But again, they haven't like given us any sort of information on like an update for that, because this wouldn't be an update 33. They'd have to give us a live stream for update 34, and my guess is the earliest they're going to do that is maybe like Friday the 11th, right? I don't think they're going to do it before that. I think we even could be looking at, Tuesday the 15th or something like that, or even Monday the 14th, because if they do that, then we could be seeing, the Aurora's comfy costume sort of continue us off on the 18th then, right? And be using Alice in Wonderland and whatever. So there's so many different options that they can literally do with this. I'm hoping that though the most reasonable one, and I think probably what they'll do, is the Rapunzel actual character will be on the 8th and then the costume on the 18th, unless you already have Rapunzel, and then you could be getting the costume on the 8th itself, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking, and then we'll be getting some information maybe the week of the 25th or whatever on what is going to be kind of coming next to the kingdom. So it'll really just kind of depend on their direction and how quickly they need to get information out to us, right? And what movies they're going to be celebrating, because if they're celebrating Maleficent, Lady and the Tramp, and Frozen, because we have to remember Frozen's towards the end of November. It's like they've got a lot of stuff to put out, so they really need to get on the next update information. Like, we need to know ASAP, right, what that's going to be. And I'm thinking update 34 could very well include that Frozen information for us, right? So we need to know what is going on, and I really hope that they put out some information for us very, very soon. Like, as soon as Rapunzel's leaderboard starts, I hope 1 or 2 days after, they schedule a live stream for us, so we know, or let us know, oh, hey guys, in 3 days from now, we're gonna be letting you guys know when our next stream is, at least so we can get kind of excited and prepped, right, for what is gonna be coming, because there's gonna be so much fun stuff coming in the next 2 months, or even 3 months, I guess, leading up to Christmas. It's gonna be insane. I literally cannot wait for this, especially Frozen. It's just going to be such an amazing movie, and it's going to include such amazing content in this game, like comfy costumes and possible Frozen 2 costumes, even an attraction, new characters. There could be just loads of stuff. I don't think they're going to skip Frozen. That would be absolutely absurd. So yeah, we'll just kind of see what ends up happening. I've already done my Frozen prediction video, guys, for what I think's coming to DMK and what they're going to be adding based off of the trailers and stuff like that in terms of characters and all that. I maybe didn't know the names of some of those characters at the time I did that prediction video. So, I realized, I called this, Salamander, I think, a lizard guy or something, right? But I know now that he's a salamander and he's Bruni. So, I know that now, but just so you guys know that obviously prediction and stuff like that of what I think is going to be coming with the Frozen sort of tower challenge or whatever that's going to be coming. I've already done that. Obviously, if you guys want to see some of my prediction videos and stuff, I've already done one for Pocahontas, and she's obviously going to be one of the next princesses being added to the kingdom with a comfy costume. I'm working on Merida's. Whether that's going to be the next one I do, that will just sort of depend I think, on like my schedule the next like couple of days or the next week and stuff, sort of depending on what's going on with them with their live streams. I'm still working on it. Like, I have to cut out images and stuff, and it just takes me a bit of time, but all my thoughts are together, so I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you guys actually really soon. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, so if you guys have enjoyed this video and you guys have your own sort of theories about what is going to be coming in the October calendar, I've given you guys a lot of different options to think about. If you guys can think of whatever option maybe I've said or another option, go ahead and put it in the comments below. Just throw it out there. We're a big community out there now, guys, and we love to obviously share our ideas and stuff like that. And in the chat, or like during a live stream, or in the comment section during videos, is a really great place to check out where, people obviously are or what other people's thoughts are and stuff like that. What is going to be coming to the game and all of that kind of fun stuff. So go ahead and, yeah, put as much stuff as you want down there, guys. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys give it a big Mickey thumbs up. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and hit that bell for post notifications so you can stay totally up to date about what is coming next with Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!